She had a voice that could stop time. A voice so pure, so powerful, it felt like it came from somewhere beyond this world. When she sang, rooms fell silent, hearts opened, and for a moment, everything felt possible. But behind that heavenly sound was a woman fighting storms no one could hear. This is the story of Whitney Houston, a voice that touched millions and a soul the world couldn't save. Whitney Elizabeth Houston was not just a singer, she was a moment in American music history, a once-in-a-generation voice that blended gospel soul, pop perfection, and deep emotional truth. She mattered because she didn't just sing songs, she made people feel them. Her voice carried strength and softness at the same time. It could soar like a prayer and break like a whisper. People loved her because she sounded effortless, yet unforgettable. She sounded like hope. Whitney Houston was born on August 9, 1963 in Newark, New Jersey. Music was not just around her, it was in her blood. Her mother, Cissy Houston, was a powerful gospel singer. Her cousin was Dionne Warwick. Her godmother was Aretha Franklin. But even in a family full of legends, Whitney stood out early. As a child, she sang in church, her voice echoing through pews and hearts. Church was her first stage. Gospel was her first teacher. She learned to sing with emotion, not just technique. But life wasn't perfect. Newark was struggling, and so was the world around her. Music became her safe place. It was where she felt seen. Before fame, there were doors that didn't open. There were doubts, expectations, and pressure. People saw her beauty and questioned her depth. Others wondered if she could ever escape the shadow of her famous family. In a music industry that didn't know how to define her, Whitney had to wait. She modeled to support herself. She auditioned. She was patient. And patience is often the hardest struggle of all. Then, everything changed. In 1985, Whitney Houston released her debut album. The world heard her, and it never sounded the same again. Songs like Saving All My Love for You and How Will I Know took over the airwaves. But it was Greatest Love of All that turned her into a phenomenon. America fell in love. Radio couldn't stop playing her. Television couldn't stop showing her. She became the first female artist to dominate charts the way she did, and she did it with grace. Her rise wasn't loud, it was powerful. Whitney didn't chase attention, attention chased her. Every performance felt like a moment. Every note felt personal. People didn't just listen, they believed. Then came the golden era. The late 1980s and early 1990s belonged to Whitney Houston. Album after album broke records. Awards filled her shelves. Grammys, American Music Awards, Billboard records that still stand today. Her voice crossed boundaries, race, age, culture. She became a symbol of American excellence. And then came the song that changed everything, I Will Always Love You. Originally written by Dolly Parton, Whitney turned it into a global anthem. When she sang it, the world held its breath. The silence before the chorus became legendary. Her voice didn't just sing goodbye, it shattered hearts and healed them at the same time. It became one of the best-selling singles of all time, and Whitney became immortal. But behind the spotlight, the pressure was heavy. Fame came fast. Expectations came faster. Whitney's personal life became public property. Her marriage, her struggles, her pain, nothing was private anymore. The industry demanded perfection. The world demanded strength. And inside, she was tired. Love didn't save her the way people hoped it would. Success didn't protect her from inner battles. She faced criticism that cut deep. She faced loneliness surrounded by crowds. And slowly, the light began to flicker. As the years passed, her career slowed. Her voice, once effortless, began to show signs of wear. The world that once lifted her now judged her. Headlines replaced harmony. The same voice that once inspired millions was now questioned. But even in decline, there were moments of brilliance, because true talent never fully disappears. On February 11, 2012, Whitney Houston passed away. She was only 48 years old. The news shocked the world. Fans mourned not just a singer, but a part of their own lives. Her music played at weddings, funerals, celebrations, and quiet nights alone. She had been there for people, and now she was gone. But legends do not disappear, they echo. Today, Whitney Houston is remembered as one of the greatest vocalists of all time. Artists still study her technique. Fans still feel her power. Her songs still play, still heal, still remind us of what music can be. She showed the world what it sounds like when talent meets truth, when pain meets beauty, when a voice becomes a legacy. Whitney once said she wanted to be remembered for the love she gave, and she is, in every note, in every memory, in every heart she touched, because legends never die. They live on through their music.